We didn't even have time to scream. The sky just disappeared. No satellites warned us, no signals picked them up. They came like a plague. Not thunder, not fire, just silence. Then the shadows fell over New York, Shanghai, Lagos, Moscow, Delhi. They hovered, waiting, watching, like they were judging if we were even worth the effort. Then they struck. The first boots landed in China. Not soldiers, not tanks, beasts 8 feet tall, armored like nightmares. They didn't shout, didn't bark orders, they just marched. Through glass and flesh, through buildings and memories, like it was just another Tuesday for them. And for 3 hours, it worked. They swept our defenses like we were insects, crushed resistance like paper. Then they made a mistake. They broadcast a message. You will be processed. Your planet, repurposed. Surrender ensures efficiency. They thought we'd beg. We didn't. A kid in a hoodie lobbed a Molotov cocktail from a rooftop. Boom. A squad of their warriors lit up like fireworks. People say it was the first spark. By nightfall, fire bloomed from rooftops. Old men threw bricks. Mothers loaded pistols. Kids started learning where to stab between the armor plates. Earth didn't just resist, it bit. We didn't wait for orders. The government collapsed within days. Military command broke like brittle glass. But something else took over. Basements, back alleys, online chat groups. Teenagers soldered alien rifles to car batteries. Gamers turned drones into kamikazes. Mechanics learned how to fly dropships from Reddit threads. The aliens didn't know it yet, but they'd landed on the wrong goddamn planet. Somewhere in Texas, a militia jacked a crashed Zalzar gunship. They patched it up with duct tape and prayer. No training, no manuals, just rage. They launched it at the second invasion wave. And when it crashed into an enemy destroyer, they filmed it, posted it, captioned it. Texas sends its regards. That video got 5 million views before the internet went down. They pulled out of the cities. They thought the wilderness would be safer. They forgot Earth has jungles, forests, mountains, swamps. They forgot humans live in those places. A month into the war, a Zalzar patrol went missing in the Amazon. Search team went in, found nothing. Just their armor, melted, hanging from trees, like trophies. The jungle didn't just eat them, it spit them out. Command began to panic. The great Zalzar Dominion, conquerors of 47 worlds, was now losing to a species that used walkie-talkies and car bombs. They brought in high command, orbital generals. Their screens showed cities in flames, ships downed, civilians armed. They interrogated prisoners. Why do you fight? What do you want? The prisoner grinned. We want you to bleed. They started using children, not to fight, to deliver. One kid, barefoot, bleeding, blindfolded, walked right into a Zalzar checkpoint, carrying a tablet. The soldiers scanned it. They didn't know what play meant. They tapped the screen. It exploded. 7 enemy units gone. The kid's body was never found. The message was clear. If they took our future, we'd weaponize it. Electricity was gone, so we lit candles, built batteries out of scrap, studied alien code on broken screens. They sent EMPs. We answered with wire coils and lead casings. We stripped their rifles, swapped their cores, turned their plasma guns into microwave cannons. No manuals, no instructors, just instinct and hate. One day we woke up to a mural, charred wall, still smoking. Someone painted a human fist, bloody, broken, crushing a Zalzar skull. Underneath 3 words, "We remain unbowed." Kids took selfies next to it. Fighters cried in silence. The aliens tried to erase it, but every time they burned it down, it came back, bigger, darker, louder. He rolled into the square like he was late for church, old, frail, pale blue eyes and a rusted wheelchair. The Zalzar laughed, didn't see the wires. He looked at them, nodded once, said nothing, then vanished in white fire. They recovered pieces of the wheelchair, nothing else. That night, the resistance renamed the street Old Man's Wrath. They sent a second fleet, 5 capital ships, 2 carriers, 12 war cruisers. Orbit lit up like the 4th of July. Except it wasn't us who fired, it was the nukes we left in orbit. Dead satellites with warheads, timed, silent, patient. One by one, their ships blinked out. Our planet didn't just fight on the ground, it fought in the stars. The woods whispered war. They moved slow, Zalzar recon unit, thermal vision, radar, armor. Didn't matter, the trees had eyes. One by one they vanished, dragged into the dirt, torn from behind, shot in the eyes. Their sensors couldn't read rage, but the leaves knew, and the branches closed behind them like jaws. They bombed a church in Rome, thought it would scare us. Next day a video leaked. A priest, long white beard, stole an RPG from a fallen marine, stood at the cathedral ruins, cross in one hand, launcher in the other. He whispered, "In nomine Patris," and turned a Zalzar tank into dust. They tried to rule the skies, failed. Tried to conquer the forests, burned. So they turned to the oceans, figured water wouldn't fight back. They forgot Earth is full of surprises. Near Indonesia, they deployed sea drones, sonar, harpoons, unmanned killers, didn't see the dolphin coming, didn't see the charge strapped to its belly. Didn't understand that we trained these creatures to serve, and now, to kill. Explosion tore the drone apart. Some say it was the last time the Zalzar entered the ocean. They began to flee. Ships rose from the atmosphere. Cowards. Above Nepal, they sent their flagship. Massive, glowing, command central. But humans had plans. A space elevator cable, one of ours, snapped by war. Hung like a sword from the stratosphere. We lured the flagship into its path. One slice. The cable moved faster than sound. Ripped the alien Titan in two. It never even fired a shot. They stopped fighting, they stopped speaking. Started hiding, in sewers, ruins, costumes. They dyed their skin, stole our clothes, begged for forgiveness in broken English. Some humans spared them, most didn't. One was found outside Berlin, kneeling, shaking, whispering prayers he barely understood. Behind him, a resistance firing squad. No cheers, no hate, just silence. A trigger pull, justice, or revenge, you decide. They left, ran. Ships leaking plasma, scanners fried, commanders broken. The Dominion collapsed, Earth remained. Word spread like fire across the stars. And in deep space, just outside the Andromeda Gate, they left a beacon. It blinked every 6 seconds. One message, in 7 languages: do not land on Terra. Some races thought it was superstition. Some thought it was a trap. All of them kept their distance. We lost billions, cities burned, oceans blackened, skies shattered. But we stood. A lone fighter, his body broken, holding an alien flag upside down. He didn't speak. He didn't have to. That silence, it screamed. The galaxy watched and understood. Earth doesn't surrender. We don't fall. We fight back. They didn't invade a planet. They invaded a species. One that makes art out of agony. Weapons from ruin, glory from dust. They didn't conquer Earth. They challenged it. They knocked on Hell's door, and Earth answered. With fire, with teeth, with fury.